Hello, I'm Archie Luxury and welcome to the program. I've just turned 41 and I've been for a little while there I've been between sort of things. We all want to shine in the sun and we want to leave a legacy. What legacy will you be leaving behind? And if you work in the fucking nasty corporate world, the legacy is what? You chose the bench tops in the lunchroom. You chose the fucking, I don't know. This is the whole thing. What legacy will you be leaving behind? And I've got a lot of respect for designers and people who make something. They design or do something. Besides fucking, Fred Dibnall. He said, England, it's become a nation of con men selling double glazing to each other. And there's a beauty in doing something with your hands. And you make something, you design something, you build something, you make something better. And I got a lot of respect for that. And I suppose, I'm 41 and I'm starting to realize, there's less years forward than behind. I've lived longer than I could possibly live, You reach the halfway point. And I got to be honest with you, what legacy will you leave behind? And I suppose, in my case, I've got the Archie Luxury channel. I'm going to leave the Archie Luxury channel behind. But I don't know if that's such a great thing or a bad thing. I don't know about that. But, it's just you look at your life's work and what's it all fucking for? You work, you do the 40-year plan. It's to pay a bank off for a house that you don't own forever. Your kids sell, and I don't know, what's it all fucking mean? What does all this shit mean? And I think myself, you got to have fun. You got to have fun. What's it about? You got to have enjoyment. I mean, if you're a 911 air-cooled Porsche nut, obviously owning a 911 air-cooled Porsche. If you're a Patek Philippe lover, obviously a couple of Pateks. If you're it just depends. And a lot of us, we've all got fucking financial constraints. Irrespective of my beautiful collections, I'm fucking very lower middle class. Very lower middle class. And, a lot of these fucking things, they're serious sacrifice. And I'm still paying a lot of these fuckers off. I don't own the fuckers. And you look at your life and you sort of say to yourself, what makes you happy and what legacy are you going to leave behind? And it's an interesting equation. What is it all about? And I think, the most important thing someone said to me, they said to me, you got to have fun. You got to have fun. Because when you are dead, you're going to look pretty stupid if you didn't have a smile on your face. And that's a very true fact. When you're dead, you're dead. And, in life, everything is so damn serious. Everything's so serious. You gotta go to work. You gotta go work in the corporate world. And, what do we really want to do? Do we want to sell widgets? What is it all about? And I gotta say, in my own life, I have certain things that I collect. I love sharing my passion and love for luxury goods with the audience. That's a cool thing. I love seeing, I really do love beautiful things, and that gives me a lot of pleasure to see some really beautiful stuff and how it develops, and that's awfully cool. And I gotta say, it's nice to have, it's really nice to have some beautiful things there. I don't really go to restaurants or go out to the opera. I can hardly fucking afford it, for fuck's sake. It's so expensive in this fucking Western world we live in. But I kind of think myself, I'd love to push the channel to a larger mark and live overseas in a developing country on and off, just making videos. I want to get that sweet spot, the sweet spot. So it's an interesting thing, do you want to do the 40-year plan? Is that, what is the legacy that you leave behind? And I do know, with the thousands of videos I've made, it's that's a really good legacy to have there. I don't know how many times I've used the F word in those videos, but that'd be an interesting thing to work out. But your legacy, what's it all about? What do you guys hope to leave behind when you're no longer here? I'm Archie Luxury. Tell me what you fuckers think.
'64 was the first year of the 9/11. We could say it was the birth of the 9/11. The 911 is just such an iconic shape, it's the classic Porsche. When people think of Porsche, they think of 911. And that shape has endured for almost 50 years, and you can still look at the new Porsche today and it's a 911. They may call it a 997, but to everyone out there, there's a Porsche 911. My goal a few years back was to have one of every year from 64 through 73. Ironically, I got all the way to 72. I've yet to get the 73, but I did get the most difficult one, the 64. In the 20 years of owning, racing, collecting, I've owned over 40 911s. As a 10-year-old, my father took me to the London Earls Court Motor Show in '77, and there was a white Martini Turbo with a red and blue stripe. That was my dream car. I even wrote a letter to the Porsche factory at the age of 10. I think I said I wanted to design for Porsche. And the kicker is they even wrote me back and basically said words to the effect of, well, when you're older, give us a call. Porsche is a brand that's built on loyalty. And I would hope, 35 years later, if I showed up with that letter, I would hope they'd be smiling. It's the smell, it's the sound. You hear your heart pumping, you feel the blood pulsing through your veins, you sense the sweat dripping down. And by the time you're done, you're probably exhausted.